Atlantic Airways, improved safety procedures. Atlantic Airways puts top priority on safety. On our routes, we focus on the safety of our passengers. It's second nature to us. We don't wait till safety requirements are tightened, but we stay abreast all the time. Therefore, we often find ourselves in the front when it comes to safety. The engineers of Atlantic Airways have a system which effectively prevents human error from causing danger or damage. The MEMS system is based on the premise that where people work, mistakes are made, but also that one can learn from mistakes. Therefore, Atlantic Airways have chosen to go about errors this way. We discuss openly that mistakes happen, and we register them. We analyze why they are made and find out what it takes to prevent such errors. We have registered the errors reported, analyzed every detail, and divided them into categories. Our conclusion is that 5 important changes in our procedures would preempt many errors. This is the reason why we now will include these 5 changes into our work and maintenance routine. Number 1, review the current maintenance reference information. We discovered that mistakes happen because we know our drills by heart, and therefore don't read the instructions every time. So, we may ignore some details in the procedures, or the procedure has been updated since we last read the maintenance manual. When doing maintenance, we always review the current maintenance reference information before and during the task. Number 2, we document job status. Some errors occur because we don't tell our colleagues clearly what we have done. We document our work at the end of our shift or when moving to a new task. We ask ourselves, have I properly documented my work and included the specific maintenance instruction data reference? Number 3, a separate inspection. Some places in an airplane are more bothersome than others for an engineer. For instance, confined areas, where it might be difficult to stand or sit comfortably, in dimly lit areas, or structurally complex areas. Such places, which we want to get done with as soon as possible, are likely to be causing us to make mistakes. So, we perform a separate inspection after having completed the work. We finish the work, leave the spot, and then return to perform a separate inspection. Number 4, a last set of eyes. If an access panel is open and we want to close it, we make a brief visual scan before closing it. Errors sometimes happen when the one who closed an open panel took for granted that no loose ends were left inside. That may have been a faulty conclusion. Therefore, we always investigate the space one last time before closing the panel. Closing an open panel must be seen as an active verification that everything is okay behind the panel. And number 5, we take a moment to get ready and focus. Mistakes made during towing and when we drive or move equipment around an aircraft may be avoided quite simply by stopping and thinking clearly, by removing distractions and focusing on what we are doing. Focus is always the most essential thing in our business, but our analysis shows that, in particular, when working around or moving an aircraft, focus prevents mistakes. Let's summarize. The Atlantic Airways maintenance staff adopts these 5 key behaviors. We review the maintenance reference information. We document job status. We perform separate inspections after working in confined, dimly lit, or structurally complex areas. We perform a brief visual scan before closing a panel. And we take a moment to focus on our task before starting it. Our analysis shows that following these simple and basic key behaviors would have considerably decreased the number of errors. However, we will in the future continue to register so that possible new errors may be analyzed with an eye to eliminating them also. Atlantic Airways maintenance staff, working towards zero.